You are married. You go to church together. You share a bed every night. And yet you have never felt more alone in your life. Nobody told you that you could be married to a good man and still feel completely invisible, completely unheard, completely alone. And the worst part, you feel guilty for even feeling it because he's not a bad man. On paper, your marriage looks fine, but you and I both know that it is not fine. So stay with me. Hi, my name is Ellie. I share relationship advice from my personal experience, research, and biblical guidance because I believe God's word has something powerful to say about every season in our marriage. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly why so many Christian wives are lonely. Not just that they are, but why. 6 real reasons and what to actually do about it. Reason number 1. You married a provider, but he stopped being a pursuer. You know what? Women love being pursued. When you were dating, he pursued you, he called, he planned the dates, he made you feel like the most important person in the room, right? But life got louder, work got busier, children came in, and slowly, so slowly, you almost did not notice the pursuit stopped. He still provides, he shows up physically, but he stopped asking, how are you? Really, he stopped noticing when your energy has changed. And now your deepest conversations happen with your friends or your journal because your husband does not go there anymore. You don't have those conversations anymore. And here is what makes it complicated. He does not even know anything is wrong. You know why? Because men often measure the health of a marriage relationship by the absence of conflict, while women measure it by the presence of connection. Now, those two definitions will keep you lonely for years if nobody names them. Relationship researcher Dr. John Goodman found that when a husband consistently misses the wife's beats for emotional connection, she eventually stops asking out altogether. She goes quiet. And quietness is where loneliness lives. Reason number 2. You are carrying the spiritual weight of your home alone. You are the one who prays, the one who opens the Bible, the one who suggests fasting, the one who says, let's trust the Lord in this. And your husband, maybe he comes to church, maybe he doesn't, but is he leading your home spiritually? For most Christian women, the answer is no. And this creates a specific deep loneliness because your faith is not a small part of who you are. It's everything. And when you cannot share that with your husband, you are alone in the most important room of your inner world. Amos 3 verse 3 says, can two walk together unless they are agreed? You cannot, not fully. And for a woman of faith, that gap is not small. It is enormous. Reason number 3, you have been silenced by your own theology. So you've been taught directly or indirectly that a good Christian wife does not complain, she submits, she serves, she keeps peace, she's grateful. And so when loneliness comes, you feel guilty for feeling it. You push it down. You perform fine on Sunday morning. And the distance between you and your husband grows quietly, invisibly, until one day you realize you are living with a stranger. That is not what submission means. Suppressing your emotional needs is not holiness. It is slow suffocation. Your voice matters in your marriage. Your loneliness is not a sin. It is a signal. It deserves to be heard. Reason number 4, you are exhausted and nobody sees it. Researchers call it the mental load. Everything that lives in your head that your husband never has to think about. The school permission slip, which is due on Friday, the doctor's appointment, the shopping, the emotional temperature of every person in your household. Your husband comes home and relaxes. You come home and the second shift begins. And when you finally sit down, you are not just tired in the body, you're depleted in your soul. And when you look at your husband, he's rested, unbothered, he's scrolling on his phone, and you feel it again, alone. Not because he's a bad man, but because he cannot see what he has never been asked to carry. Reason number 5. Somewhere in this marriage, you lost yourself. You used to have dreams, passions, things that made you come alive. And then little by little, you pulled yourself into everyone else until you looked in the mirror and did not recognize the woman who looked back at you. You became a wife, a mother, a church member, always available, always giving. But who are you for yourself? Loneliness is not always about your husband. Sometimes it's about being disconnected from yourself. You cannot be fully known by someone else if you have forgotten who you are. Okay? Reason number 6. There is pain in your marriage that was never truly dealt with. Unhealed wounds. Maybe there was betrayal. Words said that cut deep. A crisis you survived together but never really processed. And you both just moved on. Life continued. But what you have to know is unprocessed pain creates wars, quiet ones, invisible ones, where you smile at dinner and function as a couple, but there is a glass between your hearts. Ephesians 4 verse 26 says, do not let the sun go down on your anger. That's not just about argument. It's about not letting wounds power up until neither of you knows how to reach the other anymore. So what do you actually do? I will give you these 4 steps. Please write them down. Step number 1, be honest with God first. Not a polished prayer, an honest one. Lord, I am lonely. I feel invisible. Meet me here. He already knows, but something shifts when you stop performing and you start being real with him. Step number 2, identify your specific reason. I want you to go back through this video. Find the reason that made your chest tight. That is where your work begins. You cannot fix everything at once, but you can start somewhere. Step number 3, invite your husband in without accusations. I don't want you to be like, oh, you never pursue me. No. But you can say, oh, baby, I miss us. Can we have one evening this week? No phones, just you and I. This is an invitation, not warfare. Remember, your husband is your partner. He is not your enemy. Step number 4, rebuild yourself on purpose. Invest in your prayer life, your friendships, the things that make you feel alive. A woman who is full transforms a marriage. A woman who is empty resents it. And if the pain runs deep, please consider counseling. It's not a weakness, it's wisdom. The strongest people always get support. If you watch this whole video, something in here is true for you. You are not broken, your marriage is not hopeless, and you are not alone in feeling alone. God sees every prayer that you have prayed in that quiet house, every tear you've wiped before everyone woke up, the strength it takes to keep going when your heart is so heavy. He is working even on what you cannot see right now. If this video helped you, please share it with a woman who needs to hear it today. Drop a comment below. Which reason resonated most with you? I will read every single one, and I would love to hear from you. And if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I pour into this channel every week because I believe women of faith deserve real, honest, biblical content about marriage and relationships. I don't want you to miss what's coming next. Give this video a like. It helps more women find it. And I will see you in my next one. God bless you and God bless your marriage. Bye.